if everybody could please finish up any notes you have for David's speech using speaker 1 off the tarot. In the meantime, I've got a couple of other doozies of glitches to bestow upon you. I used to work for a lottery company many years ago, and the lottery in Indiana had decided that they were going to have a program where if you matched just 2 numbers out of the 6, that they would give you a free ticket, a quick pick as they're called, for the next drawing. As opposed to most lotteries where you've got to match at least 4, 5, 6 numbers, maybe 3 if you're lucky. They thought this would be a great way to drum up business because you're going to have, maybe come back and maybe you'll win something. The catch was you had to match at least 2 numbers. Well, we tested this code for weeks. We had a pretty rigorous testing process. We would crash the system in the middle of the testing. We would cut communications, bring communications back up, and you never know what was going to happen. And no problems whatsoever. We even, we would run tickets that had no winning numbers, nothing happened. Well, somewhere between us doing all the testing and the code going live, somebody made a change. And nobody ever said who it was. But when the lottery went online the next morning, and this was, like I said, it's over 15 years ago. At the time, most lotteries shut down at a certain time of night. They didn't start back up till the next morning. When the system came back up, anybody who went to validate a ticket, it didn't matter if they had matched any numbers at all, spit out a free ticket for them. Well, it took a couple hours for somebody to realize that, wait a second, everybody shouldn't be getting a free ticket, just a match of 2. Well, there is something like 10,000 tickets that had printed. And this, of course, was not what the lottery wanted, which meant our company was on the hook for those numbers for about the next week, just hoping that nobody was going to hit, that $3 million. And we got lucky. We apologized to the lottery, and that's what we said is we would cover any losses that are caused by this. Luckily, we were only out in like the tens of thousands of dollars. Much better than Pepsi in the Philippines, who had a promotion which caused 800,000 winning numbers to be generated instead of 18,
Oops.
with a potential cost of $32 billion. Oh, wow. They settled for $10 million, even though there were some lawsuits afterward. They still were willing to shell out and could manage to shell out $10 million to help defray that goodwill that was lost with the customers. So at this point, since we only have the one speaker, I'd like to turn the floor over now to our table topics mistress, madam.